Call of Duty is officially heading into a new era this fall. Wait, hold on. I thought last year was a new era. And leaving the previous console generation behind. Welcome to Inside Games Daily, the only gaming news show brave enough. You have played the entire campaign of Black Ops 7 last year. Lawrence and I streamed it, and it was one of my favorite streams ever.
Yeah, we were just trying to remember what the hell went on in that game. Giant Michael Rooker, that's a high point. The rest of it is just kind of a weird blur, and then it dumps you into Warzone at the end. Man, what a confusing mess. But hey, we're back. We are so back. New Call of Duty. It's gritty. It's realistic, and we have some details, as the way COD usually goes. What can we look forward to, Brian?
Giant Margot Robbie this time. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, get stoked. All right, but yeah, Activision announced today Modern Warfare 4 will launch October 23rd for the Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, PC, and the Switch 2. And that's the first time a Call of Duty game has been on a Nintendo platform since, like, Obama was president. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Notably absent from that list, though, are the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, making Modern Warfare 4 the first Modern Warfare entry in the modern series to skip last-gen hardware entirely. That was like 13 years ago or whatever. When did it come out? Those consoles are so old.
Yeah, when those consoles launched, that was 2013, wasn't it?
It was so old. That's even jeez.
I mean, yeah, the fact that it was on those old consoles for this long is really impressive. The next generation of consoles theoretically is like 2 years away, so it almost made it. Oh, and the future is now, because I think I read that for the Switch 2, it's going to support Joy-Con mouse controls. Oh, baby. Now that's next gen. I guess we'll see. We'll see when it comes out, but yeah.
Some bad news, boys. The move also marks the end of the road for Warzone on those older consoles. Activision confirmed Thursday that Warzone will shut down on the PS4 and Xbox One following the launch of Modern Warfare 4's first seasonal update later this year.
Beginning June 4th, Warzone will be removed from PS4 and Xbox One digital storefronts, and in-game purchases will be disabled. The Battle Royale will remain playable on those platforms until Modern Warfare 4 Season 1 launches shortly after the game's October 23rd release. It's coming up in a few months. After that, Warzone will no longer be playable on PS4 or Xbox One.
Man, sunrise, sunset. I guess they found out that... I've wondered about this. Maybe the users on those consoles just aren't spending money, so it's not worth their time and effort to keep maintaining the old platform. Who knows? But like we said, this game also marks Call of Duty's return to Nintendo platforms for the first time in more than a decade. Weirdly, I remember Phil Spencer promising to do this with Call of Duty when he was trying to acquire Activision. So I guess he's making good. The ghost of Phil Spencer is making good. The last entry to actually release on Nintendo hardware was 2013's Call of Duty Ghosts on Wii U.
During an Activision live stream, Infinity Ward described the new game as gritty and authentic, built exclusively for current gen platforms, like we said before, and the PC.
Current gen? Can we consider it current gen? The PS5 came out in 2020. That was a long time ago. The campaign is set on the Korean peninsula, where a newly appointed fictional North Korean supreme leader invades South Korea, triggering a global crisis.
The synopsis reads, a full-scale invasion erupts in a new theater of war on the Korean peninsula, igniting a rapidly escalating crisis unlike anything the franchise has tackled before. Every single game does that, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
Every single one. Yeah. The story follows Private Park, who is a young Korean grunt soldier on what Activision calls a zero-to-hero journey. Okay. While Captain Price returns to form a rogue alliance outside the system and away from Task Force 141.
Private Park is basically the Korean equivalent of like Private Smith.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, needless to say, the setting could be controversial in Korea, to say the least. Korean journalists told The Guardian that the depiction of all-out war across the peninsula may be divisive in a region that, things are a little touchy over there.
South Korean journalist Yeonju Song said that, quote, since the Korean War is a conflict that has not yet ended, I personally believe that creating fiction based on it is bound to cause pain to someone. I mean, absolutely. She added North and South Korea are still in a state of armistice. Separated families who were torn apart by the war are still alive, and all South Korean men are required to perform mandatory military service. The war continues to directly impact our lives in Korea.
Yeah, I thought this was kind of a bold choice, especially given how cowardly Call of Duty games typically are. They make up this extra national, like G.I. Joe style villainous force that is not tied to anything aside from being bad. And that's generally who you're fighting all the time. And they may bounce off of real world nations, but they never try to tie anything to any political system. So shocking of them to use real countries and a real possible military conflict. And shocker here, this may surprise you, but North Korea typically not very cool with being portrayed as villains in US pop culture.
Yeah, this got me thinking. Y'all remember the infamous 2014 Sony hack? That was done by a North Korean programmer, and officials in the US said it was retribution for The Interview, which was a comedy about a plot to assassinate North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
This wouldn't be the first time that Call of Duty has ruffled some feathers, though. Of course, in 2009, Modern Warfare 2 sparked controversy with its infamous No Russian mission, which allowed players to participate in a massacre at a Moscow airport.
Yeah, and more recently, 2022's Modern Warfare 2 featured a drone strike mission that some thought resembled the real-world US's assassination of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani 2 years earlier.
God, what are they going to Israel next year? Like, this is going to be wild.
Yeah, seriously, jeez.
Back to Modern Warfare 4. Outside the campaign, it will include multiplayer, DMZ modes. Infinity Ward says multiplayer will launch with 12 core 6v6 maps, gunfight maps, larger big war maps focused on infantry and vehicle combat, and a new mode called Kill Block. And what you may be asking yourself, what is Kill Block besides a cool name? Well, the devs described it as a dynamic battleground with more than 500 configurations that reshape routes, sightlines, and cover to keep players adapting round after round, in which I would get massacred in instantly.
That sounds like Levolution to me.
Is that a COD roguelite? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like the maps just like are jumbled like Diablo maps every time? That's bizarre, but interesting.
Yeah.
The biggest gameplay overhaul is a new system called Ballistic Authority, described as a weapon-first technology stack designed to create more realistic gunplay. So Infinity Ward describes it like this: bullet trajectory, weapon motion, operator stance, camera, audio, FOV, and target visibility all line up in one highly tuned combat fidelity system. The promise is simple: no bloom, no guesswork, and no doubt. Every shot tells the truth, unless the netcode is fucked. And then if the netcode is fucked, you get shot around a corner. But other than that, everything's perfect.
Interesting. They have bullet tech now. Deterministic bullets. Okay, all right, yeah, sure.
Like the one that killed Kennedy. Yeah.
I mean, that's like the Counter-Strike shit where people memorize the bullet dispersion, so they jerk their mouse around so every bullet like hits right where they want. So maybe that's what they're talking about, is making like no randomization of bullet spread anymore. Who knows? But we got some other details to share. Infinity Ward studio head Jack O'Hara said that bringing the game to Switch 2 was pretty seamless, adding that the team got the game, quote, up and running pretty quickly on the hardware before shifting focus to optimization and performance. He added, quote, "It's exciting to be back on a Nintendo platform. It's always fun to come out on a new platform, especially a portable platform."
You're going to have like a special Yoshi skin you can play as.
Like a price amiibo? That'd be cool.
O'Hara also suggested Switch 2 players will be able to participate in cross-platform multiplayer alongside players on other systems. He said, "In our playtest, people play it against the other platforms and it's super fun. It's actually been pretty smooth. There are no problems to report." So that's sweet.
Okay. The game will also introduce a new gunny system that helps players build loadouts around their preferred play style. Prestige progression is being split into two separate paths. Classic Prestige, which resets created class progression in exchange for faster XP gains and exclusive rewards. And then, of course, regular Prestige.
It's so complicated now. The DMZ mode is also returning with dynamic weather and shifting military objectives. Activision says the extraction mode's living world, quotes around that, will feature changing conditions and hostile forces moving through the map.
Yeah, and needless to say, Modern Warfare 4 is being led by Infinity Ward, and there are a bunch of other studios providing assistance. Everybody's brother and brother-in-law and friend is working on this.
Yeah, Beanox, I mean, this is pretty standard. Beanox is handling PC support, and Digital Legends assisting on the Switch 2 version. Other support studios include Raven Software, Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, High Moon Studios, Demonware, and several internal Activision teams. That's the way all these Call of Duties generally work. They have a bunch of support studios, and they sort of rotate year by year. I'm actually kind of surprised that they're still doing it. Lawrence, did they take a break? Did they ever take a break, a year break? No, they didn't, right?
No, never, ever. There's been rumors, but the rumors kind of come out of nowhere and are never substantiated by anything. And yeah, I agree. It is a unrepeated Is that a word? No other company has repeated that particular miracle of being able to annualize a AAA game. So you don't have to hand it to Activision, but they are kind of the only ones that did it. And Call of Duty is one of the few franchises from the 2000s that's still going and still very regular and still a success. So I don't know. I love Call of Duty, but I also, it's got that weird mix of it's big time and it makes a lot of money, but it's also a bit of a joke just because of how bombastic it is. And because it's been annualized, the developers have to dig so deep to find any talking point or selling point for any particular COD. So when they talk it up of like, this COD is like no COD ever before. All right, get this. Political shit, military guys, guns and bullets. Yeah, okay. I mean, it sounds like COD, and I'm sold. But like the way that they have to market it up, it's a fun song and dance, and I appreciate how kind of ridiculous it gets. Yeah, what was it again? Their bullet system, absolute bullet penetration, ballistic authority. That's it. Bullet tech, ballista tech, or whatever. I don't even know what it means, but I love it.
Yeah, Call of Duty is like that every year. I really thought last year actually was kind of the beginning of the end for them because Black Ops 7 was a disaster. It did not sell well. The campaign was obviously terrible. I think even the multiplayer kind of people were sort of like, it's okay, it's fine. Like, I don't think they hated it, but they didn't like it either. So Modern Warfare 4 is going to really have to come out swinging. Usually when they go back to the Modern Warfare brand, though, generally that is a success. So hopefully weirdly, I like when Call of Duty succeeds because I think it's good for the industry, sadly, weirdly. As long as Activision is not laying people off, then it creates more jobs, ideally, and then people get to work on more video games, and we all get, like Lawrence always says, we all get a bunch of money thrown at us as consumers because they spent $500 million on a video game, and we get to laugh at it and play it for 8 hours. So it really, it's like, again, it's one of those things where I love to see all video games succeed all the time, and I don't mind if Call of Duty succeeds either.
They need to go help out with Star Citizen. They could get it knocked out in 6 months, I feel like.
Yeah, that's true.
One thing that's interesting here, October 23rd for the release date. I think that's a bit earlier. COD usually lands around November. So I think the reasoning here is obvious, though. They're trying to get out of the way of GTA, which means now that no game can launch in November, but also no game wants to launch in October because that's what Call of Duty now. So, gosh, the end of this year is just written off. We'll all be playing GTA, so I don't think we're going to be starving for games. But still, it's kind of interesting. This year, more than most, has just some blackout dates in the calendar. So we'll probably see a lot of launches June, July, August leading up to that of everybody scooping up, and then nothing until like February, March next year, probably.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. GTA 6 is taking over, and actually, it's always a good sign that they're moving these release dates because that means we are going to get GTA in November. I think that's pretty mumuch confirmed. But it's good to hear over and over and over and get reinforced in May.
It's going to be a great back half of the year. Like, I'm stoked. Like, this is this is going to be, I feel like this has the makings of a banner video game year.
I mean, it really does. Like, Brian, just in the last 2 weeks, we've had unbelievable video games like Lego Batman, and we got Subnautica 2 and Forza Horizon 6. Man, 007 First Light, it's just like huge heavy hitters all trying to avoid GTA 6 in the latter half of the year.
That new one from Yacht Club Games, that's kind of the indie-ish game, doing really well. Yeah, so I don't know, it's awesome.
I think we have the Wolverine, I want to say, in September.
Oh my God, man. It's 1998 all over again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Man, just had Saros. Yeah, the releases are pounding. Yeah, we're gaming like it's the mid-2000s again. I love it. Well, thank you very much for watching Inside Games. We are excited to play COD yet again. I love this cycle of death and rebirth with Call of Duty. So I'm going to say it. We are so back. Because, yeah, Black Ops 7 was real goofy. But they did add RoboCop, so it's got that going for it. We'll be back tomorrow with more news. We hope to see you then. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time on Inside Games.